Uh, and the song will explain post. The post features allows users to upload images with caption and share them with other users. The post appears in the feed and this post appears in the feed and can be liked and comment on the viewer and followers. It works. The user selects all images and writes a captions. Uh, a click upload button to create a post. The post display in the home feed. Other user like and comment on the post. The front end collects image and caption from the users. A post request sent to backend with from data. The backend receives the file and uploads the image local storage clouds. Next, the post data is stored in the database. The server sends a success response. The frontend updates the feedback dynamically, and the database structure, user ID and the images URL, likes and comments. These are a code. Frontend uses from and files input from images uploaded. JavaScript sends data using APIs. Backend use Node.js, handle files and upload using middleware user and multi. Using MongoDB stores post and details APIs returns data to display UI. Uh, the post features enable to users share, contact, and interact socially within applications. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Vivek. Today I'm presenting the login page on gminsta. The login page allows the user to securely access their account by entering their emails and passwords. It verifies the user credential and grants the access to the application features like a post, chart, and profile. How it's work? The user enters their email and password in the login from when the login button is clicked. The data is sent to the backend server. I gave the username and password. Then login page is login on the system clicks if the user exists there if the password is corrected. If valid, the user is logged in the redirected to the home page. If valid, if invalid, can I show the error message in button? How it works? In the front end, collects the user input from a request is sent to the backend API using HTTP. The backend receives the data and checks it is in the database. The password is compared with the encryption. If matched, a token or session is created for authentication. The server send a success response to runtime. The user is redirected and the session is maintained. Code explanation. The front, the front-end user input field and a submit button. The JavaScript handles from the submission and send a data to the server. The backend user Node.js and expects to handle a login request. A MongoDB store user data like email and encrypted password. Authentication logic verifies the user insecurely. Key features: secure login using a password encryption, fast authentication using a backend API, error handling for wrong credential session or token-based login system. Thank you.
Okay. I'm Malika Ganesh. Here I am explaining about the following and followers, how does the works in the front end and back end. Uh, the following and followers features allow the user to connect with others users who can follow the other profile, and those profile appear in the following list when they become the followers of that user. How they work? Yeah, from the user side, the user visits the another user profile and click on the follow button to start the following. The button changes to following, indicating indicating connections. The user can also unfollow anytime. Unfollow can following counts are the update instantly. How it works? The when follow button clicks, the request sent to the backend API and backend updates the database by adding the current user ID, target the users and follows list, and target user ID to current users and following list. When unfollow is clicked, the both entries are removed. The backend sends the update data to frontend. The UI updates the followers and following counts dynamically. Here the data structure of the database. The followers are arrays of user IDs. Followings are the arrays of user IDs. This structure helps to track the relationship between the users efficiently. The the code, the front end sends a follow unfollow request using the API call. Backend uses the Node.js and Express to handle the request, and MongoDB updates the data array data in using the push array data using the push the operation in response.
ಇದನ್ನು click ಮಾಡಿ login ಮಾಡಿ.
Here the data structure each user can documented contains the followers of arrays and user IDs. Following are arrays of user IDs. Structure helps to track the relationship between the user efficiently. And the code explanation. Here the front end sends the follow and unfollow request using the API call. The backend use the Node.js and the Express to handle the request. MongoDB updates the arrays using the push and the pull operation. Response is sent back to update UI in the real time. You can show how the performance are going on the here end of the section.